I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Good morning and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host, Manning's Man. Hope you're having a top morning. You're enjoying the day so far. If not, get up and enjoy the day. It's a new sunrise. It's a new day. You have life and you have to give thanks for that life. Yes, it is sports in 10 at 10. A quick rundown of some of the major headlines out there in the sporting world today. Let me share with you what's happening. In our headlines, number one, coaches yearning and clamoring and screaming and hoping to land the job of coaching the Jamaica national team, the senior national team. And the Mikel Antonio hammers down an extension with the Hammers. Let's segue right into that Mikel Antonio story. As you know, Mikel Antonio has contributed or has 44 goal contribution in the last 63 games in all competition, right? So 44 goal contribution in the last 66 games for West Ham. He has been very prolific for the last couple of seasons in all competition for West Ham and also in representing Jamaica. That's the Jamaica senior national team. And he, according to reports that are coming out, he has extended his West Ham contract until the summer of 2024 with the option of a further year. And what that means, people, is that we can expect Mikel Antonio to be a hammering the goals for the rest of his career, because that would take him up to around age 35. His market value, they say, is around £12 million, but we suspect that if he were to go on the market, you're looking at his age, you're looking at a possible $20 million striker for a couple of seasons in Mikel Antonio. So congratulations to Mikel Antonio, the Jamaican international, extending his Hammers contract. One of the top players in the West Ham team, has really flourished under the leadership of coach David Moyes. I mean, great player. If you know him, he has come from playing wing back all the way to playing center forward and making a name for himself in the Premier League, a household name right there as West Ham continue to battle for a top 4 spot in the EPL. Also, in the headlines, several coaches have done interviews recently and have suggested a desire, if presented with the opportunity to coach the Jamaica senior national football team again, or if not that, to be involved in football in Jamaica. I think this is a noble gesture. I don't know if we can facilitate them at this time because I think Paul Hall, who is the interim coach, needs to be given some time to work with the program to see what he can accomplish and see what he can get from this group of players. In fact, most recently, Winfred Schaefer spoke about his desire, if given the opportunity, to work with the Reggae Boyz again. He even suggested that there is a possibility that the Jamaica senior team right now can still qualify for the World Cup in this year. He believes that it is still possible, and the team just needs to keep fighting, working, putting in the work, putting in the hard work, and see what the results will be at the end of the qualifiers. I think he did a fairly enough job when he was a coach, but his salary was enormous. I think we can't go back to that kind of a salary. It's unaffordable if the team isn't consistently qualifying for World Cups at the senior and the junior level. I think, however, if these coaches, Winifred Schaefer, the latest of them to suggest his interest, were to take the job, they would need to take significant pay cuts equivalent to what the previous head coach was getting. And I'm sure that they have more worthwhile job opportunities spread out over the world. The other thing is, why hasn't he landed a job all this time in terms of a senior national team? Is it that he has desire for Jamaica? Is it that he has not been looking? Or is it that he's not seen as a good enough one at that level? We don't know, but we will find out. And you would also have heard that John Barnes has indicated his interest in coaching the team. You also heard during the lead up to all of this, Paul Hall being made interim, that a former Mexican coach wanted to be the coach of the senior national team. And again, all of these coaches are suggesting that right now Jamaica has a quality crop of players that can cover them for this World Cup cycle and for the 2026 cycle. So the Jamaica team, from where we stand, is a project that many coaches would take on. This is suggesting to us people that if we miss out on this one, the possibility strongly exists that we can qualify for the other. Of course, you know that there are some confusions right now because the 2026 World Cup, there was a suggestion that USA, Canada, and Mexico were seeking to host it for the first time, 3 nations. But it appears that there could be some difficulty as Mexico believe that they can do this all by themselves. And so that may pose some difficulty in terms of how it will be and if only the 2 nations will go. If Mexico will join for whatever reason, or they will seek to go and try to bid for themselves. Think it is impossible, but we'll see how that pans out in the near future. But I think like some of these things are factoring how the qualifiers are playing out. It's very spooky how the qualifiers are playing out. Because, I mean, you can see that the Canadian team and the USA team are basically being postured to qualify. Check the Jamaica versus USA game at the National Stadium when Damian Lowe scored that brilliant header, no foul, no infringement, and the goal was taken back, and now VAR is being implemented. I want to thank you for watching Sports in 10 and 10. I am management. This is I Am Sure Sports. Please remember to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Please share the content with someone. Let them know what we are doing on the platform. It's been a joy speaking to you this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you